What's going on, everybody? My name is Stefan Hamann, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And in this video, we are going to talk about how you can create your custom controller, and how you can use routing in Shopware, and how you can create your custom page in Shopware. And if we got some time, so we will also see how you can use your custom template as well, just like Twig template. So without wasting any time, let's jump on the screen. Oh, all right, so as you can see my screen. So right now I just want to show you that in previous video, what we have done so far, we have done create a basic plugin. So I'm not going to use this plugin. Basically what I want right now, I just want to go inside my Docker local instance and just want to copy this plugin here and paste this here. So but basically what I want to do is, yes, I just want to create a plugin that basically, okay, for example, let me show you my screen. So let me open my browser as well. So, all right, so it is opening right now. All right, so let me load my Windows as well. So here it is loading. All right, so everything is loading, start loading right now. And you can see this is my database, this is my administration panel. So let me log into my administration panel as well. And there are our storefront, and this is our storefront. All right, so let me close this one and let me go inside the code. As you can see, what I have did so far, I just copy this plugin and paste it here. And I'm going to rename this. Basically what I want, I want to create a plugin and that basically lists some jobs on our storefront page, and the page that where our storefront is listed, this is a custom page. So let me show you what I mean. So basically this is our store. As you can see, this is the default store. So suppose that this is a very popular store and everyone is buying from this store, and this store has lot of vacancies available, and there are a lot of vacant positions, and so that we need to fill it. So the client or the owner of the shop requests us that he wants something like that, where he types slash jobs, and when they hit enter, so this job will, and there is a page where all the job can be listed, and that these job can be managed through the backend. There maybe there we can create some sort of option where we can easily create new jobs, delete job, and manage our jobs here. And maybe if I go further, so we can create some sort of front end on the screen, and basically where the candidate can apply and give some sort of comment and upload CV as well, and this type of thing that we can do. So basically it's a very big project. It's not a basic plugin. Now we are going to insert into the advanced plugin. So in this video, what I'm going to, so far I'm just going to uh, create a new plugin from scratch, and I am using our old skeleton. I just modify some of the name and some parameter from composer.json. Then I use the same plugin. If you want to learn how you can create your own skeleton plugin, you can watch my previous video on my channel. But right now, what I want to do, I just want to create a page. When I type slash jobs and hit enter, so we will see a page where it say welcome to the job page and something like that. So without further listening time, let's jump on the code. So all right, so as you can see, this is my plugin, so I'm going to rename it. So ISF is my vendor prefix, because my name ISF is the first three words of my name, so that is why I'm using it. So as you can see, this is my prefix, and the name of this plugin is job, uh, not John, job, and it's post. All right, so this is the name of the plugin I'm using so far. So let me go inside here. You can see now this plugin is renamed. So let me go inside the composer JSON as well. So as you can see, I just copy this plugin here. It's just basically a copy the all the file that are here need to be the change of name. So you can see the name need to be a kebab case, a small kebab case, you can say like that. So let me add quickly here. So it's a job and it's a post. All right. So this is so let me go here and delete the description and paste some description here. This is a job post plugin. And the next thing that we need to fix is this line number 8. This is basic plugin. So now our plugin is ISF is our vendor. The name of the plugin is job post and the source will remain same. Similarly, if you look here, the plugin class, there is the basic plugin thing. We just need to replace it. And you can see that there is ISF basic plugin class. So this is the main class. So I'm going to change it to ISF job post. Right. So this is our main entry point class. And this is the ISF basic plugin. So replace is the right. So let me replace this with this. All right, so we are done so far with our uh, composer JSON file. And now let's move to other files. So as you can see, there is ISF basic plugin. So I'm going to rename it. So in PHP Storm, we have to move to refactor, and inside the refactor, we have a rename, and we are going to say ISF job post.php, and if we'll say that I'm going to change the name as well, I say okay. So let me close this composer JSON file and go here. So you can see the name is changed here, but our namespace is still old. So I'm going to change the namespace as well. So the namespace is correct right now, and we just need to add a colon here. Not colon, sorry, it's terminator. So there is our terminator, and this is done here, right? So let me quickly see other file. Inside the config, we have server.xml, and this is empty right now. So we don't need to modify anything here, right? So this is our basic ISL job post plugin. So let me upload this to the server. So it is uploading right now. So let me show you some interesting thing. So this is our plugin. Inside our database, you can see that there is a table called plugin, right? So in this plugin, you can see that there is our ISF basic plugin and the other plugin that I was working on. But you can see that there is no plugin right now that we have created so far. So let me go inside the set extension, my extension. Let me close this pop-up. So it is loading right now. And the name of the plugin is our job post plugin. You can see the plugin is appear here. So you can see that there is version 1.0, but I want something else. So if you want to change the version, you can easily go inside here. So let me, as you can see that this is the official Shopware documentation. So there is some sort of uh, mistake. It's not a mistake, I guess. It's just basically I just want to say, if you want to find the guide of how you can create some plugin. So normally what I have doing so far, I just go here and click on the plugin and I say where is the documentation. Basically I'm looking in a wrong direction. This is a product. So if you want to see guides, so you want to go inside the guide, and inside the extension you have a plugin, right? So when you click on the plugin, you can have all of the list. So once you choose the plugin basic guide, which we cover in previous video, so you have everything here. So here is also as well, like if you want to change the version, you can manage it from here. So I'm going to do this as well. So I'm going to copy this here and paste it inside my composer JSON below the description. Right, so the version I want right now is 0.001, because this is not a stable plugin, because this plugin is actually not working right now. So and we will follow this, and let me upload this file as well on a server. So good to see, and let me refresh this page. So you can see easily that our version is changed here. And if I refresh this, so you can easily see that our ISI job post is also listing here. I didn't install it, but it just basically add the plugin whenever our page load, I guess. So it will just add a record inside the table. Here you can see that the plugin is activate or not, and maybe I guess you can easily modify. If for example right now it's 0, if I change it to 1, maybe this plugin start working. So this is for showing purpose. I'm not changing it right now, but as you can see that this is how the Shopware is taking care of all of the plugin inside this plugin table. So let's move to the next thing. So as you can see, the version is changed right now, and this is how we can change the version. So let me install this app. So as I show you earlier on our previous video, so when we click on the install plugin, plugin install, and the whole page is reload, and after that we will activate the plugin, then again the page will reload, and then we are good to go. So the plugin is installing right now, and when everything is done, then we can easily see our backend area. So now everything is done, the plugin is installed. I just need to click on activate. So right now it is activating, and again when it is done with activating, the page will reload. So this is how Shopware managing all of these things. All right, so far our plugin is installed and activated. So what we need to do now? So we need some sort of code that help me or fix this issue. We want a jobs pages, or we can say job, but I think job will be good. So we will see how we can do this. So if you go inside our plugin, so what I want right now, so let me go and jump on the documentation. So what I want a controller. So maybe inside content, no, not content. So we have to go inside the storefront. Inside the storefront, the first thing you can see customize template, so which is a different thing. The customer template means you want to extend or modify the current template, but we are looking in we what we want to add a custom page or add a custom controller, and so it can be done with a custom controller. So there is our add a custom controller guide. So in this guide you will learn how to create a custom storefront controller. There are the prerequisites that you have a base plugin. Yes, we have it. And if you want to see the video from officially Shopware, so you can watch it from here. So it's saying adding a custom storefront controller. So storefront controller class example, there is some example, and they are just basically saying, so you just need to create a root source storefront controller. But what I am going to do right now is just copy this. So he want us to use a storefront controller mechanism. So I'm copying this right now, and all right. So it's not necessary to follow the storefront, I guess. But I think it's much and good practice to storefront add a storefront, because we can add another folder for administration, and in that folder we can manage our backend controllers. So we are going to use the same thing here. So I'm going to create a new directory inside our source folder, which is the source folder and controller. So as you can see that our new directory is here. So I'm going to create a new file here. So in that case, they are using the example controller, but what I want is a job controller, right? So let me create a new file called job controller. So go here and create a new PHP file, I guess, and name it job, CONTROLLER dot PHP is already here, so we are good to go. So you can see that I have created a new PHP file named job controller. Inside is storefront controller. So what is the purpose of this controller? We will see. So as you can see that they are creating example controller, but we are creating a controller. So I'm just going to copy this thing, not from here. I'm going to copy this from here, and let me go and click on this and Control A and Control V and replacing this. I am going to remove this right now. And here are some things that you need to focus. So first thing that I want to change is the namespace. So the namespace would be our and let me click on enter. This is our namespace. So basically we copy from here to the slash storefront, copy here, remove this semicolon, paste it here, and remove this line, and you can see this our namespace is working now. So now let's talk about the line number 5. So what is route scope? So route scope is basically it's an annotation, and what is annotation is just look like a comment, but it is working behind the scene. So it is telling to the shopware that this controller belongs to storefront. And again, if you want, you can use only the controller folder, and inside the controller you can specify which uh, what is the scope of that controller. So here is, you can see storefront. So there is our storefront, and this is the storefront controller, our example controller. So let me change this here. So what we need to do now, we just need to paste the name of our file, which is job controller. So JOBCONTROLLER controller, the name of the controller, which is extending this controller, which basically give us lot of functions like set twig, storefront render, and a lot of function like trans, create action response, and there are a lot of function forward to route, and some lot of functions from this class that is inherent to our job controller. So here you can see that there is something called sales channel context. So right now I'm going to remove this as well. And there is something called request. We are not interested in it right now. We are still not interested in response right now, but we are interesting in this annotation, route annotation. So what is route annotation? This is coming from, you can see that Symphony. So if you go and look to the Symphony, you can easily see the Symphony documentation. You will find how you can do this. So, and there are a lot of documentation available on the Symphony. So so far what we have done, we have created a controller, and let me go and fix this here. So I think I'm talking too much. Let me focus on the code. So here, so what is route means? So we are just telling the software the route will be, not example, we just telling software that our route will be jobs, and the name of the route will be front end dot jobs. This is not really right now, this is for name routing purpose, but right now it's maybe we can use it or maybe we not. So I'm just changing it to front end dot jobs, and the method for this route is get, and we are not using the response right now. So what I want is to just simply say something like that, hello world, and something like that. So I'm just adding a line here, which basically a h1 tag, and it say welcome to the job page, and then we hit this set, and I'm going to change the name of this function as well. So it's say show job. right? So this is the name of the function. So this function is basically connected to this, right? So I'm going to upload this as well. So if you see that we have defined so far, but if you go inside the browser and you hit enter, so this will not work because still it is not it is not able to find the route. So what we need to do now, so if you go here and scroll down, so there you can see that we need to register our controller in the di container and make it public. So let me copy this line here, and you can see that there is also note that call tag which is necessary in order to set the di container to the controller. So this thing is just basically setting the di container for our controller. If you want to understand a di container, so you can go and search about the di, what is the di container, and you can find some lot of resources on that. But right now what we are focusing right now, we are focusing on that thing. So we just need to go inside our service.php file. So inside the service.xml, sorry, not php. So I'm going to paste it. I'm going to add enter here and enter here. So what we need to do now? So there we need to add the our namespace of the controller including our controller file name. So let me remove this from here, and this is here. So if you can see there is a lead line, so it is not able to resolve it. So let me add this here, and we just need to say job controller. So as you can see, it is give me a suggestion, and you can see that everything is working now, and the argument is set and everything is. So this is how we can register our service or inject our di container inside our controller. So this is how we can do this. So let me upload this file as well. But still, if I go and hit enter, it will not work. Why it will not work? I guess it is doing something. So let it refresh it. Maybe. All right. So still not working. So what is the issue and why it is not working? So basically everything is working, but we just forgot to add our route.xml. So again, as I'm telling you that there is a annotation for that. So if you go here and see that this is the Symphony component writing route annotation. So there is an official doc from Symphony where you can see that there are a lot of things creating route annotation and a lot of things. So you can see that this is how Symphony are using the route. This is the name and this is the URL or URI for the route, and this is how it is done. So there are a lot of examples. If you want to use the ID, how you can use it and how you will get the ID, this is how it's work. So, right, so there is a lot of documentation available on the this section. So all right, so we need a route.xml file. So let me go and quickly create a new file inside the config. So you can see that inside the source resource config, we need to create a file called route.xml. So I'm here and I'm creating a new file called route.xml. And what we need to do now here, we just need to copy this code here and paste it here. And we just need to upload this file, and we are done here. So if I go and hit enter here, so this page maybe start working or not. So let me see what is happening here. So inside the route.xml, so the route need to be small. So let me rename this file. So refactor, rename, and the R need to be small, I guess. So let me refactor this thing and go here and hit enter. It is still not working. So let me go inside here and we say slash jobs and everything is working. All right, so let me see that what inside this thing. So you can see what this files mean. This file basically means that we have a storefront inside the controller. You can see that right now we are inside the config folder. So this means dot slash means go outside the folder. So it goes inside the folder, and it's say again dot slash. So it goes inside the outside the folder, and you can see that there is a storefront. So it's a storefront and it's a controller. So inside the controller, it will look for the every file that has the controller postfix. So this is how it's works. So let me quickly check that our everything is correct here. So inside the storefront, inside the controller, we have our job controller. So I think everything is correct here, and this is also working. So let me upload the whole plugin again. So maybe I'm missing something. All right, so I'm going to reload this page, see that backend is working or not. Our front is working and backend is also working, I guess. So yes, so here everything is working. So we are going to see why our job is not working. So still it is not able to find the route, which is the get localhost job. So let me quickly see that what is the problem here. So the problem would be all right. So the problem I have found is just basically we just need to clear the cache. As you can see that our pages start working now. So the issue is that our Shopware is just caching our thing. So you just need to go inside the setting. Inside the setting, you just need to click on the system. So by the way, you can easily see on this area on the sidebar, left sidebar. Here you can see the setting. Inside the setting, you can click on the system, and here is the cache. And when you click on the clear cache thing, so basically it will clear the cache, and when you reload the page, you are going to see that there is our plugin, and this route is start working now. So what we have covered so far, so we have let me close our file and start. I'm going to give you a recap of everything that we have done. So we create a new plugin, we set up our composer.json file, and then we create a basic plugin class, base class, which is right now empty. We will work on that class on the future, but right now it is empty. We create a controller inside the storefront controller. This is our job controller, and you can see that we have used the route scope. We have used the route which is coming from Symphony. So this is a Symphony thing, and we specified that whenever someone say slash job inside on the head on the URL, when so we just basically want to give this text them and then exist them. So basically we are skipping the template thing right now. So this is how we can easily create a controller and add some routing on it. So this is how we can use our routing and controller on the Shopware. So what I want to right now is just basically add a template here. So if you want to add a template here, so we can easily scroll down here, and they are telling us how you can adding template. So now we have reset our controller and Shopware index the route, but the template file that is supposed to be rendered is still missing. So let's change that that now. So what they just want, we just need to create a folder inside the resources, which can be view storefront page, and you can see that inside the documentation they are uh, sending this thing storefront page example. So we are going to first create what we need to do now. We need to do, just create some folder inside the resource. So I'm going to create some folder. And let me copy this from here and copy this here. And we just need to go inside our plugin, and what I want is create new directory, which would be this. So if you go and see that there is a view, and inside the view we have a storefront, and inside the storefront we are going to add our custom twig file. So the name of the file we are going to use is jobs. So you can create a new file here. So jobs dot twig, twig dot php, I guess. So let me recheck it. Yes, so the name should be the job.html.twig. So let me rename this. So we need to go refactor and go inside the, I just need to remove the twig and add another dot here and say HTML. And let me check the case is important now. No. So we just need to add the jobs dot html.twig. So we are good to go now. So let me refactor it. So as you can see that as soon I fix this extension issue, you can see that it is now recognizing it with this leave icon here. So now that means our page is working. So I'm going to copy this code and then I will explain to you what is this. So here I'm going to copy this thing. So what this code do is code just basically go inside the storefront and taking the base HTML twig. So what that means, let me show you. So if you go inside the vendor we have something called Shopware. So inside the Shopware we have storefront. We inside the storefront we have page, I guess. But not, we are not interested in the page, we are interested in resources. Inside the resources we have views, and we have a storefront. Inside the storefront we have this base HTML twig, which is basically some header and text also included. So this is the file that we are extending, and this is the base content, so we are replacing the base content here. So right now what I want to do here, I just copy this thing here. I'm going to copy all of the code from here and just need to paste it there, right? And I'm going to upload this file. So this file is uploaded. Now the next thing that we need to do is just basically tell our controller to find that file. So how we can do this? We just need copy this thing from here inside our storefront class. So here we just need to paste it there. So this is a function that is coming from this storefront controller. So basically we are telling our uh, storefront or our controller to use that template. So I'm going to remove this for now. And so what this means? This basically, if we just we mean that this is a swag basic example. This is the name of the plugin. So we just want to change with this. So we are going to say that the name of our plugin. So the name of our plugin is, let me go and copy it from upper side. Normally I do this type of copy because it reduce some sort of error. So this is our plugin name. So we just need to put this here with the @sign. So @sign SF job inside the storefront. Go inside the page folder and find the jobs.html.twig file and return this. So this will basically render our template. So let me upload this file as well. Let me close this file and go here and let me clear the cache as well. So we will not face any kind of issue. So let me refresh this now. So it is loading right now. So that's it that I want to show you. So you can see that our welcome to job page is here, and we are extending the page that we are using. So this is our page, so I can go and tell it to use anything. So this is the welcome to job page, and it is using all the thing that our coming from our base HTML twig. So far this is what I want to show you in this video. So in the previous video, you see how we can create a basic plugin. So now we have moved forward, and now we have moved forward, and you can see that we have created some controllers, and we create some routes, we create some custom template. And now when we combine all of the thing together, and basically it is showing us how the things work in the Shopware 6. I hope that this video explained you everything. So till then, we will see that we will work on that plugin in the future. So till then, bye bye, take care.